Hey guys, it's Fabio, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something very different than normal because I'm going to be showcasing you guys my exact funded accounts that I'm currently trading with all of these dollar positions that we've been talking about for all of this time. So first of all, EURUSD, the bias overall has been absolutely on point. As you can see, yesterday's arrows are playing out to absolute perfection. We liquidated the low, and from there we started to push up higher again. Now, what can I say? Everybody was looking for EURUSD shorts from either this area of supply over here or whatever area of supply there was over here. But as you can see, the overall long bias has played out. Now, how has this benefited myself? Well, first of all, as we can see over here, this is one of my funded accounts that I've been trading since the 21st of October, guys. So this is, what is it, 4 or 5 months already that I've been trading on this account. This is a $100,000 account. And as you can see here, back at the beginning of the year, this account was at around 93.8K. And at its peak drawdown, I was all the way back into around minus 8% on this account. Now, back to its peak, thanks to those dollar positions, I'm now $3,500 in profit. As you can see over here, the balance is $3,500, and the same goes here for this FTMO account. As you can see, again, this is my FTMO dashboard. Refresh the page just for you here. I was also on this account minus $7,000. Also, you can see here the positions. I was in a major drawdown, guys. Major drawdown here. Loss, 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 loss. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row, and then boom, the big winners came in January and obviously February with those dollar longs playing out. Here you can see EURUSD buy, GBPUSD buy, EURUSD buy, EURUSD buy. So these two Euro buys, those have been closed out yesterday. And on another account, I also got this FTMO payout. I know it's not a big one, but also this account was in, I think, around 5% drawdown. So this just shows that you need to keep on executing and sticking to the overall plan. So overall, good performance from my side. Happy to see that these setups are actually playing out. So where is the market now most likely going to be heading next? Well, first of all, if let's just go up a time frame in towards the weekly, we can see that the weekly still has room to push up higher. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to clean this chart up a bit, because here on the weekly time frame, we had a liquidity grab underneath the weekly low. Then what happened here is that we saw a push down, a pullback, a push down. This here is the structural break. This here is your fractal high. Then this here becomes your fractal low. This here becomes your fractal high. You see a push up, you see a retracement all the way in towards the downside, and then boom. Now we're looking to at least take out this blue line high over here, because obviously we expect another push up to happen here on Euro. We also have these two descending highs here, which I'm looking to see get taken out as well. So looking for that push up. Pretty much still just looking here on the weekly time frame for around 1.062 to get hit, and then either we start seeing some downside again on the Euro, or we continue pushing up in towards that weekly area of supply, from where again we could look for some potential shorts. But now definitely still on the short term, I am still interested in some further upside movement based on the weekly. Now, if you've been watching this video for quite some time and the last few weeks, I would really appreciate it if you could just leave a like here, because sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. It means the world that I know that you guys are watching these videos and that you're appreciating them. So showing some love, obviously also in the comment section, is always appreciated, because again, this range trading tool that I've been explaining has also really done its work very well. 25% mark has been holding, and we're now coming near to the 75% mark. So obviously now is a good time to start locking in some profits if you are still in those EURUSD longs. The overall, let's say, immediate target here is my 4-hour swing high. So what I'm going to show you here on the 4-hour time frame is obviously the overall trend was in towards the downside. Then what happened is that we shifted bullish after this break of structure over here, right? So this here's your impulsive phase, this here's your corrective phase, and now again we're in the impulsive phase. So I'm actually looking overall for EURUSD to about hit this black line over here, which is your 4-hour swing high, and then after that we would potentially expect a reversal in towards the downside to occur. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of looking for here on euro dollar overall. On the immediate short term, my trades played out. I'm not really seeing any new entry opportunities. Yesterday I was interested in looking for some more buys from this 4-hour area of demand that we have over here, because obviously demand was in control yesterday, and we can see how beautifully that has been playing out. But yeah, now this is pretty much your overall area of demand. So look for some further longs once we're back inside of that orange zone to trade back up in towards that overall 4-hour swing high. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on the euro dollar. Lower time frame, not really necessary to look into that because that's not that interesting on euro dollar. Now the dollar index, again guys, put some respect on my name. Again, please just leave a like on this overall YouTube video so that I know that you guys are really watching and appreciating the analysis that we're doing, because again, dollar index has played out to absolute perfection here on the weekly time frame. You guys know what we've been looking for. This line here has been in there already for the entire week. Overall, again, weekly break of structure over here. So the fractal structure shift, push up, push down, push up, boom, break down. This is then a low, this is then a high. And as we can see, the overall trend here on the weekly is continuing down lower. So now the immediate target for the dollar is around 105,420 next, which is kind of like your internal liquidity in this overall weekly impulse up. So this little bump in the road is kind of like the next target that I'm looking to see get taken out from the dollar. Go down in towards the daily, and obviously the daily fractal structure has now shifted. So now this blue line is here, the yearly and the monthly open. Those are now the level, or that's now the level that I'm looking to see respected. Here, this is now your area of daily supply. So obviously I'm only going to be looking for additional buys on EURUSD, for example, once the market retraces, or if it retraces, because obviously it does not need to. Again, analysis was on point yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, you will understand what I mentioned. And we had this overall trend line here. Obviously, there was kind of like a fake buy over here, enticing some buyers on the third trend line touch. They have the stop loss underneath this second low. And then if you go in towards the 1 hour time frame, what you see is that as soon as we liquidate that low over here to the left, you kind of see this boom V-shaped reversal back in towards the highs, which is then just another opportunity to get in on the overall supply chain, because this is just people getting liquidated or getting into buys, or obviously this is like the liquidation of this low over here. But yeah, I mean, all anticipated on, and yeah, clear as days. If you watch these videos, you should really be able to benefit from these dollar shorts, and then obviously EURUSD up. Now for now, still makes sense just to follow the overall orange zone down lower in towards that weekly low of 105,420. Going into AUDUSD, I mean, what can I say, guys? Mic drop, literally a mic drop. I've been calling this already for such a long time. Obviously, I got into buys the first time over here somewhere. Then I got stopped out the initial time. And then again, since already here, I've been calling for buys. Remember that we saw this as an overall area of consolidation. Again, what happened, 25% mark is support, 75% mark is resistance. Then what we saw was the overall reversal in towards the highs. And now where are we trading, guys? We're trading from liquidity to liquidity. This liquidity low got swiped. Now we've swiped this liquidity high. I mean, my target is now completed on AUDUSD, not looking to trade it at the moment. Obviously, everybody's still interested in trading it, but the way to trade was in the buys up in towards this liquidity high, which I was talking about all week. Now, the market has completed its overall cycle, let me just call it that way, where we liquidate the high, we liquidate the low. So now I just need a little bit more confirmation. But for now, obviously, it's still looking good to continue pushing up higher and to start taking out these descending highs over here. Very similar to euro dollar. Weekly time frame is also looking pretty bullish. Again, what's happening on the daily, what I just explained with the range low, is also happening here on the weekly. You can very clearly see again here a range high, we liquidate, we reverse. Here we have a range low, we liquidate and we reverse. So this is now happening on the lower time frame as well. This is why I love price action, guys. This is why I love the markets. Just read, see what's going on. So very clean price action again. So for now, just follow the daily fractal structure. This is now your daily demands, and that is in control. The overall daily sell before the buy up. So just keep on longing and taking out all of these highs as long as that daily fractal structure is respected. Going into GBPUSD, we saw further upside. GU obviously further upside in correspondence with the DXY. Like I've been saying for a long time as well, GU is one of the uglier pairs. Didn't really want to trade it. It was consolidating here in a range, especially if you look at the lower time frame. You can see that it was just moving sideways. Buys were eventually the right option. Yeah, what can I say? Again, nice descending price action here in towards the lows, kind of like squeezing formation. And then obviously we break out, we retest, we break out, we retest, we break out, we retest. Like the overall order flow on this was so clean in towards the upside. Here we have a sell before the buy. Here we have a sell before the buy. And then again, here we have a sell before the buy. And now again, here we had a sell before the buy. Like you just follow those things in towards the upside and you're going to be able to trade profitably. It's so simple. Once you understand that, you just need to keep it simple. That's just the biggest change in my trading career personally, and it's benefited me the most. So now from GBPUSD, this here is the daily fractal high, which should now be broken. So now what I'll be looking at is pretty much this as your overall demand zone over here, and just looking to further long it and then potentially take out all of these descending highs here. And then on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We have pretty similar to EU, where we have a fresh area of supply potentially sitting over here, and then we have an internal liquidity high positioned over here. So this is like your overall push down, and then in the push down you have a little bump in the road. Above the bump in the road, that's where you expect there to be liquidity. So for now, weekly is going to close extremely bearish, it seems. Let's see how we close today, but then it still makes sense just to look for further longs into next week. Obviously next week we could see kind of like a retracement, for example, towards that yearly open or that monthly open, and then we'll look for further buys in towards that weekly supply zone to take out that liquidity high as well. So that's GBPUSD. Going into NZDUSD again as well. I mean, guys, GP or NZDUSD was even cleaner than the other ones. You guys know it. I don't really need to say too much about this again, but you can see here, market is consolidating, and you still has some room to push up higher. Here we liquidate the low, V-shaped reversal. This was fake supply where we already called it. We were already getting into buys over here, like on AU. Then here we have the 4-hour fractal structure break. Then this here becomes your 4-hour fractal low. This here becomes your 4-hour fractal high. The market retraces, descending correctively, which is always a bullish sign. Here another liquidation event, straight away a V-shaped reversal. So the market wants to head up higher. Then if you look at the 1-hour time frame, because we know the 4 hours bullish, you go in towards the 1-hour time frame, and then obviously we draw in the Fibonacci retracement tool over here. And what you're then going to see again is, if we draw in that 0.5 fib, is that the market pretty much exactly retraced in towards that 618 and that 0.5. And then what happened here on the lower time frame is again very simple: liquidation event, fake breakout, boom, straight away bought up again. Here we have the fractal structure shift. Therefore, this becomes your area of demand. Remember in yesterday's video, I mentioned this exactly. Look, here we liquidate this low and then we look for the reversal. You can watch back yesterday's video. And then again, we had equal highs over here. And then on the 1-hour time frame, 1-hour change of character. And then boom, boom, like this. And then you should be buying this with your stop loss underneath that area of demand. Again, I understand some of you might have not executed it, but this was just such a beautiful setup, and it makes me so happy when I see the strategy playing out, because this is just the fractal structure shift inside 4-hour bullish fractal structure, and we're just trading inside a daily range, and we're looking to liquidate the range high. So now still looking for some further upside on the lower time frame, just to follow the overall order flow in towards that weekly swing high, or excuse me, this swing high over here. That's kind of like my next target for NU. Obviously we could pull back and then I'll just look for further longs, or we just continue pushing up higher, also a possibility, but I'll just follow the 1-hour order flow. Now if you want to follow that, then obviously wait for demand to be created over here, and then wait for order flow to just continue the market, or to continue to push the market up higher. Or you wait, for example, for this demand zone over here to get hit, and the lows, for example, to be liquidated. That's an even higher probability setup, of course. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for in NZDUSD. So still some further upside. And then last of all, we have gold. Gold also, check yesterday's title, gold buy. I mean, what can I say here? Liquidation of the low, tapping towards demand, and then boom, just pushes in towards the highs. Absolute beautiful price action. I'm expecting again all-time high to get hit soon, unless we don't hear, or as long as we don't hear anything too substantial about the Russia-Ukraine situation and the peace deal. It should continue to push up higher, and we should follow the order flow up higher again. So I mean, it's bullish, been saying that for a very long time. Just follow the overall bullish momentum. You don't want to be shorting this. Longs are the only way as I currently see it. So where are you currently trading here after the break of structure? This is now your break of structure highs. So we saw a push up, we saw a retracement. Now we're in the impulsive phase. In the impulsive phase, you want to be buying aggressively. And as you can see, that's been playing out very, very well. It's very clear. Push up, pull down, push up, pull down, push up, pull down, push up. Now we're just looking for that next break of structure. And then obviously once the all-time high is broken, then start taking your foot off the gas and wait for it to, again, correct deeply like it did over here. And then you just get in on the new impulse, okay? As simple as that. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like here on this video. Make sure to join Discord. Again, all love is appreciated. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon in the next one. Thanks, guys.